It is my sincere pleasure to welcome you to the German-American Economic Forum, initiated, organized, and conducted by the German-American Business Council, also known as GABC.
The first thing is, if you are not in healthcare innovation already, I want to convince you that that's a mistake and you should be. If you are in healthcare but you're not in Boston, I want you to take a look around outside and I want to convince you to come to Boston. And if you're in healthcare in Boston but you're not working with German companies, then look around yourselves today and you'll see what we can do together.
I'm very optimistic, specifically at a place like this in Boston, because if it's going to happen somewhere, it's going to happen here. I think we'll have great opportunities going forward to translate new science into patient benefit, and the key is really collaboration.
The secret sauce of Boston. People are not afraid, they take risk and they move things forward.
Everybody has to have an innovation mindset if you want a real innovative company. From the lawyers to the people that are procuring to everybody, because that's hypercritical.
I try to hire people that can replace me. So in other words, if I'm the CEO, I need backup, always.
We have to ask ourselves, how can we become more effective? How can we make better decisions? And how can we work together to define who is our patient? And are our drugs good enough? Are they hitting the target at the site of action?
But that, I think, is the long-term and the short-term view. At least we feel that we have to balance it. The long-term view gives us the courage to solve really big problems.
Innovation without execution, without quality, without boring things that are absolutely essential for patients, like standard operating procedures, that's really the key to bring these different cultural and skills aspects together.
I would just add that it has to link back to personal accountability. You can't have a CEO and the leadership team say the culture is not great. The leadership team has to be on top and personally own it and say, if this is not fine, we are going to drive it.
I say this a lot. It was not very popular 6 years ago when I took over as the global CEO. I said my first priority are patients. My second priority are the employees that take care of those patients. And if we do 1 and 2 right, then third priority, which are the shareholders, you'll get your fair piece.
And for me, the most important is freedom from consequence. Right? Courage is dependent upon having freedom from consequence, meaning you're trying to solve a problem for the problem's sake, and you've been given a frame. And in that frame, you are free from consequence.
So create a very, very collaborative culture where we learn from each other's experiences, learn from each other's failures, and really, can bank on each other's expertise.
An event like this, bringing together perspectives from different areas, industry, academia, is able to cultivate new platforms that we will be able to use to move our scientific progress into clinical application forward faster.
Excellence is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution.
GABC is the network that connects corporations, executives, and decision makers in this area. In other words, you.